Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for joining me for the readings. Thank you so much if you are already a part of this YouTube community, the Moon Magic community, and you're returning, thank you. And if you are new, welcome. Welcome to our beautiful channel. Today I'm going to be asking your angels and your archangels for a yes/no answer. So this can be any situation. It could be a person, a circumstance, anything, absolutely anything. If you bring your circumstance, your situation or relationship, whatever it is, to mind, and really focus on that while we look at the cards and the angels. We've got 3 piles to choose from. If you find you're drawn to more than one, then I would go with more than one. Sometimes there's more than one message. And as well as looking at that yes/no answer, I will try and get as much information as possible if that seems appropriate, to get guidance, advice, anything else that we can find out for you. So we have 3 piles today to choose from. Pile 1, you have the card of Archangel Jeremiah. This is what it looks like. And Archangel Jeremiah is sitting with the obsidian snowflake angel. Really beautiful. This is the obsidian snowflake angel. Okay, then pile 2, we have Archangel Haniel. This is for pile 2. And Archangel Haniel is sitting with the green aventurine angel. This is what it looks like. And then for pile 3, we have Archangel Lavender. This is for pile 3. And we have the white quartz angel. This is for pile 3. Okay, so my beautiful souls, I am, as I always do in my pick a card readings, I'm going to leave the camera running for just a little bit longer to give you a bit more time. If you need that, just focus on whatever circumstance or situation you're asking about, whatever the subject of your question, the yes or no answer that's needed. And I'll leave it running for a little bit. If you need even longer, just press the pause button. And so, beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome. You have Archangel Jeremiah. Learn from your challenges, relax and trust. The first kind of message, which is not part of the yes or no answer, but the first kind of message that's coming through here, especially with relax and trust, learn from your challenges, and the snowflake obsidian angel, is that you are being protected. Okay, so just wanted to voice that. We'll draw this from Archangel Michael. Let's see what else we have. We've got lots of lovely angel cards here. I feel I need another Archangel Michael card, actually. Most definitely, really hearing that. Maybe this and this for you. These are angel answers, so it'll be very interesting to see what comes through. And I'm going to leave your tarot cards and look at those in a moment. Let's look at these first. We've got welcome abundance into your life. We've got pray from the heart and be a light to others. Okay. So we're asking for a yes/no answer for pile 1. Okay, our job is done. Forgive my laughing. Okay, right, let's get to the bottom of what this is about. So we do have a very definitive no. So there's a no to something. And yet, in a way, it's very interesting because we've also got welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. Prayer can really move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. You have a powerful message to share. Share your light on the world, or shine your light on the world so others can learn from you. You see, in a way, there's a yes part to this, which is actually about almost like allowing yourself to receive or moving forwards. I wonder if there is something, especially with the blocks, the challenges, learn from your challenges. I wonder if there is something that you need to say no to, or someone, you're being protected, something that you do need to say no to, or you've got to have some really clear boundaries around it. You may even have to say no to something from your past with Angel of Remembrance. Yeah, you may have to say no to something of your past that's getting in the way of you, sort of embracing something of your purpose or your ability to move forwards. So there's something going on here. Learn from your challenges, but relax and trust. So it would suggest, maybe a challenge is over. Archangel Jeremiah is holding a dove of peace. Perhaps a challenge is over, but you're still reliving it. You're still remembering it. And you need to move through and beyond that, sort of say no to that and embrace some kind of an opportunity that's around you. Let's get more information. We need to know more for you. We really do. Let's look at these first. Okay, Knight of Ariel. Okay, there is so much to accomplish. Yeah, make a detailed plan. Okay, so yes, I do actually think with the Knight of Ariel that you do need to actually get focused about something. We have the card of decision. Release yourself from that which holds you back. Okay, so this is really, this is very clear what I was picking up on to start with. I think there is something that has already happened and I feel like you're still slightly tangled in it, or you might be going over and over it. We have King of Ariel. Yeah, there is something you can really succeed at, and this is saying sort of yes to the something that you can really succeed at. There's something that's really, really amazing that you are supposed to do, to bring forth, but somehow something's happened and you're struggling to move on from it, I think. We have Queen of Raphael. Follow your heart. Okay, trustworthy psychic information. We have Ace of Michael, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Then we have Five of Ariel. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay. Now, let me get really clear around the yes-no elements of your reading, my beautiful pile one. So, yeah, no and yet yes. I just think this is saying so much with the snowflake obsidian angel protecting you. I do think you've experienced a hiccup along the road. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. I think there's been some bumps in the road on something that you're working on, or it could be a relationship which is going to be fulfilling and arrive at a place of great happiness, or it could be a project that's going to be very, very successful. It could be something like, a book you're writing. Whatever it is, there's been some bumps in the road here. And I think what's happened, and this could also connect to people where you've been left feeling like really uncertain about something. And I think you might be asking almost about the future of that. How does this move forwards? And I think this is saying to you, look, the challenges with this particular circumstance, situation, relationship, situationship, I think that you can now relax and trust. I think your world can move forwards. This is sort of asking you, I think, almost to detach, okay? To detach the problems. It's almost like they're, I almost want to say environmental. I don't know how best to describe what I mean by that, but as if, or circumstantial, or there's something, or maybe it would be like going and working, getting a new job, and then you really have had some big problems with a particular member of the team, and it's really making you think, should I really stay in this job? Well, I think you should stay in the job, and hopefully the challenges with that member of the team are now over. It's like there's a particular circumstance or something that has not been great. I think the challenge is it's caused you to remember previous situations where things haven't been good. And I think this is actually suggesting that you move forwards. Release yourself from that which holds you back. It's like the cage. Are your memories caging you in? Are you caging yourself in because you feel like, when something happens and you just think, I really wanted this to be plain sailing and it wasn't. And then you kind of think, gosh, is that the universe telling me I'm not meant to go ahead with this? Well, I think you are meant to go ahead with something. Loads of your cards here are all pointing forwards. And even this card, you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Five of Ariel, and it really makes me think of the Five of Pentacles here. Five of Pentacles can mean that we feel a bit pushed out or left out in the cold. I am wondering if, yes, I think something has come along or been a hiccup or a problem, and it's really coloured the way you feel about where you are right now with this project or this relationship. And actually, this is suggesting that if you release yourself from the fears of it happening again. I mean, in this instance, it might genuinely be that these were challenges and they simply were there to learn from. And part of the learning is to know that challenges can be overcome and we can move forwards, we can relax and trust. Not every challenge is going to be the end of the world. There will be some that do create a definitive ending, but I think for you, this is a reading that's saying it's not the end of the world. Let's ask for some more information about. I'm going to draw some cards around the challenge. I don't want to dive into it or dwell on it too much because I feel like you're being asked to move along from it, but I will just ask. May I please kindly ask? We have the Sun. How interesting. Which would suggest that the challenge was purposeful. And also maybe a genuine problem. We have the Devil. What else do we have here? And we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, I think the problem actually in principle has been resolved with the Ace of Cups. It almost feels like there was something that was well-meaning with good intent. And, it went wrong. There was a bump in the road, but I feel like somebody's putting their hand up here. And, the Devil is an interesting card because it can mean that, we've got somebody who possibly, it can indicate somebody sometimes that isn't behaving well. I feel that these have been genuine mistakes or genuine hiccups or genuine misunderstandings or misperceptions. Ultimately, the Devil is a card of, in its highest vibration, of liberation, and that's what we have here with decision. Archangel Jophiel. Release yourself from that which holds you back and need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. The confidence may not just be in you, it may be confidence in other people as well. So I think the problem genuinely was a genuine problem, and I think it has been resolved, and you're being called. I think it did remind you of the past, but you kind of need to say sort of no to clinging on to it and cut those cords. I think that's really what we're being shown here. Let's ask about all of this that seems to be unfolding, because this almost feels like a say yes to your life, say yes to abundance, say yes to something that feels exciting and amazing. May I please ask if we can say yes? Okay. Let's check in. We have Judgment. Okay. We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, absolutely. What a confirmation. So there really is something that you are working on. Okay. Now, for many of you, I fully acknowledge for some of you this perhaps could be a relationship, but in all honesty, I'm not seeing this as a relationship reading. I think there is something predominantly that you are working on. A project, you're building something. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, which suggests that some hard work is needed. And I feel that basically the challenges, the hiccups in the road, you're dwelling on them, and that's getting in the way of you being able to really move ahead into this space of absolute abundance, really working at something in a really focused way, because this is so full of potential. You've got two aces. This is really asking you, I think, as well, with the Ace of Swords, to really take charge of your own mind. To sort of really, put down the conflict, learn from your challenges. You've learned from them. Now relax, move on, let it go. Off you go. Just move on. Move on. This is what this is saying. It's like saying no to the challenges or any residue of the challenges that are still clinging to you or that are going through your mind. Let go, release yourself. And then get really focused. Ace of Michael. Get really, really, really focused on what you want to achieve and kind of get to it. Absolutely get to it. Don't be losing your focus or placing it anywhere where you don't really want it to be. Where we place our attention is, our attention is intention. So, beautiful pile one. I'm sorry that there were bumps in the road, and I'm sorry that there were challenges. This reading is very clear. It's a yes, move forwards with what you are working on and what you're doing with full focus, and say no to anything that is clinging or that you're going over and over in your mind regarding the challenges, or any self-doubt or lack of confidence, or feeling that the challenges were telling you that something shouldn't be moving forwards. Everything here should be moving forwards, and it's looking really, really good. Pile one, this is your reading. I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for subscribing, and this really helps the channel. If you want to make sure you never miss a reading, do subscribe and press the little bell icon. I am sending you so much love. Thank you, all of you who like and share and let people know about the channel. Thank you, all of you who also are members here and members of Patreon, where I put my extended readings and some extra stuff as well. Thank you, all of you who have signed up for my tarot course as well. Thank you so much. And thank you, all of you who comment and give back through the super thanks. I feel like I get to the end of the reading and it's like, gosh, it's just like gratitude for all these things. So thank you, all of you, so much. Tons of love, pile one. Pile two, welcome to your reading. You have the beautiful Archangel Haniel. Seek soul satisfaction, fan a flame of inner happiness. I think this is really beautiful. It feels like almost like the orbs are around you. I feel you're being very, very, very supported. That's the kind of energy that's coming through with your first card. Now we're asking about yes, basically for a yes/no answer for you. So let's draw cards and find out as much as we can and seek a yes/no answer for my pile 2. May we kindly have a yes/no answer for my pile 2. May we kindly have a yes/no answer for my pile 2. Let's look at these first before we draw your tarot cards. We have embrace your life's purpose, recognize the signs from above, angels of healing are with you. This is very interesting because Archangel Haniel and the Green Aventurin energy are very, very, very healing, actually. Angel of positivity, and we have let go. Okay. Recognize the signs from above. Angels of healing are with you. I'm seeing you walk towards this beautiful rainbow in the distance. Let go. What are you letting go of? Recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. This is Archangel Michael enhancing your strength. Seek soul satisfaction. I think you may need to let go of something and walk towards something. So it's like saying yes to something that you're going to, walk to. Let's get a bit more information. May we kindly ask for a yes/no answer and more information, please. Seeing both of those, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one for you. Okay, let's see what we have. Solutions. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. I think you're moving on from something. Yeah, 8 of Ariel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional educational training. The Magician. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. We have 6 of Gabriel, which is a card of success. Congratulations. Time to move on to the next project. Okay, awards, scholarships or promotions. You've done a wonderful job. Epiphany. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Knight of Ariel. So much to accomplish. Make a detailed plan. Gosh, you are at a turning point. Let's just move these along. I think one thing is ending and another thing is beginning. Something's reached its natural conclusion. Something's arrived at a completion point. It could be a phase in your life. It could be a project that you were working on. It could be, even for some of you, a relationship ending, although we see the angel holding your hand is like 2 figures. But something's arrived at a natural point of completion and it's time to move on to something new. Yeah, look at this. I haven't actually looked at these cards. New beginnings, leap of faith, which is the card of the Fool. Okay, wow. Right. Absolutely right. Now, if there is a new beginning, a window of opportunity, a doorway, it could be a new relationship, it could be a new job, a new project, even relocating. Whatever is new in front of you could be a new course of learning, awards, scholarships, promotions. There could be, it could be like a course or a training course or something like that. There's something in front of you. If it's not in front of you already, it will be. But I suspect it is, and I think that's possibly what you're asking about. For many of you, the yes/no decision is, do you seize this new opportunity? It's new, it's different, but the angels are trying to bring you signs. And if you're asking, should I seize this new opportunity, it's an absolute yes. It's a definite, absolute positive thumbs up. So yes, this relationship, this opportunity, this project, this course, this training, this whatever it is, this is 100% yes to seizing this opportunity and embracing it. Go for it. Something else is reaching a conclusion. It could just be that a phase in your life has reached it's like something's run its course, or it's reached its natural conclusion. You've finished it. And now it's time to move on, or you've finished making your best contribution in that area, and now it's time to move on to the next exciting challenge. You've learned that, you know it really, really well. You can do it standing on your head. It's now time to move forwards and expand your world to learn more. And I do think the interesting thing is that the thing that is in front of you is leading you towards your life's purpose. It's part of your purpose. It either is your purpose or it's part of it. Or it's a step towards it, one of the many important stepping stones that is guiding you. I think this something is already around you. Seek soul satisfaction, fan a flame of inner happiness. I actually think it's something that makes you very happy, or will make you very happy, and you really, really would quite like it. For some reason, maybe it's a challenge to let go of where you currently are, or to feel maybe just because it feels like you're taking a leap of faith. Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. If something has beckoned to you, but it involves a really big change, maybe you're sort of, gosh, shall I, shan't I? This is definitely a yes. It really, really is. Pile 2, let's draw some more cards and see whether we can be given any more information for you. May we kindly ask if there is any more information for pile 2. Perhaps do we need to know anything about what you're letting go of, or the circumstance? Gosh, we've got the Tower. This is really interesting, because whatever you need to let go of, do you know the irony is I think it's going to break down anyway. Perhaps something has broken down. If this was a relationship that's broken down, well, you should, this would be saying, yes, move on. But something, the change, I feel like the change is coming. This is monumental. And you get the Fool. Wow. I mean, you've got the Fool, and you have the Fool showing up twice. Leap of Faith is the Fool. In the Archangel Metatron card is the Fool in this pack. Wow. Judgment, my goodness me. And this is the same card, 20, new beginnings, starting a new life. Honestly, absolutely embrace the new and go with it. The old is naturally sort of collapsing, changing, it's not working anymore. This is 100%, absolutely 100% say yes to the new. Whatever you're feeling like you need to, whatever's falling apart, or you've outgrown it, whatever it is, change is coming anyway. This is a big change. This is life changing. I mean, your cards, wow. The Tower, the Fool, and Judgment. The Judgment card is interesting because it's very much a card of reckoning and evaluation and making an important choice and being discerning. Really seeing something that, the reality of seeing the reality of the possibility. I mean, I love that in the Angel of Positivity we see a rainbow, and here in the Magician we see a rainbow. This opportunity in front of you really, really is 100% guiding you towards your purpose. It's the path you're meant to be on, in no uncertain terms. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, and look at that. We got these others came out. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the King of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Swords. With the Queen and the King together, whatever you're moving to, it's going to be a really sort of lucrative fit, an abundant fit. It's going to work. If this was like a business deal and you're used to working on your own, it's time to move forwards and embrace it. Let go of your fears. With the Nine of Swords, I think maybe you have an excessive amount of worry that is unnecessary. Well, this is definitely a yes. See if any other cards come through for you. See this one? Yeah, this is a letting go again card. The Devil, let go. Ace of Swords. And I want to say almost with determination. The Ace of Swords, the swords are all about the mind. And this is, I think with the Ace of Swords, its highest vibration is about being really clear cut. It's making a choice. There's a choice available to you. Whatever your situation that you're asking about, there is a choice available to you. You don't have to remain as you are. If you're in a challenging situation, you don't have to remain as you are. The choice would be to cut cords and walk forwards to the new. It's yes to the new. Absolutely. If something is causing you a problem, then it would be saying no to that. But this is definitely yes to the new. I do think there is, though, an opportunity in front of you. I don't see this as being... The emphasis of your reading for me has not been about letting go. It's more about saying yes to the new rather than, But I accept that there can be a challenge in letting go. Because this is big. It's like if you've in a relationship and it breaks down. Well, it can feel heartbreaking. But actually, there's a new relationship waiting for you just around the corner, or there already is one. This is definitely a letting go and saying yes to whatever it is that is in front of you. And be really clear cut about it. Like, kind of be your authentic self. Say how it is. Don't be ashamed with the Devil to say how it is, to speak your truth, to stop worrying about it. I will draw some more cards just to see sort of what the outcome is, because I feel there is a worry or a bit of excessive worrying. Maybe ask about the outcome of this. Okay, we've got the Seven of Cups. Okay, which is about making realistic choices. We've got the Knight of Swords, which is of clear-cut energy, making clear-cut choices and moving ahead. So evaluate and make realistic choices, make plans. We've got the card of Success, the Six of Wands, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. And this card is all about not holding on to safety and security. Some of you may also, with the Seven of Cups, sometimes this sort of asks us to really think about our choices. We've got the Judgment to evaluate, to be discerning, really thinking about choices. There could be an option to do something that's going to really make you happy, but it might not pay as well. But ultimately, with the King and Queen of Pentacles, I think it will pay. It'll pay off in abundance. It may not appear to pay off immediately. It would be like leaving a job with a salary and going to one that has a little bit less money, but you just know you're going to love it. Well, it's soon going to pick up. We've got the King and Queen of Pentacles. So I do feel there's some sort of choice here to be made. And actually, the Six of Wands is the card of success. So I truly, honestly think your reading is just yet again reinforcing. Don't cling to something that is no longer working for you, where you just feel like you're ticking over, but you've really, you've outgrown it and you need to move on. Your reading is so clear. You know, make realistic choices. Don't idealize, but really think through, you know, your options and your choices. But I feel change is happening anyway. So this is one of those scenarios when if something's going to change and shift, it's so much better if you're in charge of your choices as you go along, rather than waiting for things to kind of come to an end and then you're there firefighting or picking up the pieces. This is actually saying to you, you know, take that leap of faith, embrace the new. You can plan in a practical way. Don't idealize this, but, you know, at the same time, you know, be clear about it, be logical, make real choices, and plan to move this forwards. Because it is actually guided. It's your angels are trying to send you signs and signals to help to guide you on this pathway ahead. So this is a definite yes to moving forwards, to something new. My pile 2, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me today. It is so lovely to be connected with you all. Thank you all of you who subscribe. It really does help to support the channel. And don't forget to press the little bell icon if you subscribe, and that way you should never ever miss a reading. And, you know, I'm sorry if this has been a challenging time. If there's anything in your world that's been challenging, for many of you, it's just that you've simply outgrown something and it's moving on out of the safe zone into the stretch zone. But I think, you know, if you have experienced challenges, I am sorry if something feels as though it's breaking down. But what's coming looks just amazing. I mean, really amazing. You know, you don't want to miss this one. You don't want to miss this opportunity. So, you know, this is very much about seizing the moment. So anyway, into all of my gratitudes at the end, thank you. Thank you so much in every possible way. Thank you for commenting. Thank you to those of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments. Thank you to those of you who signed up to my tarot course. I'm thrilled to have you on board and be connecting with you in the community area and in our community events. Just thank you all of you for being here. It is just wonderful to be reading for you and to be connected with you all. Tons of love, pile 2. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have Archangel Lavender. Prepare for soul healing, forgive and release everyone. You also have the white quartz angel. White quartz literally repels negativity. It's an amazing energy. Let's find out a yes/no answer for you. I'm seeing these. It's this one and this one. Okay, these are Archangel Michael cards. I always put the names of the cards below so you can find them if you wish to. Let's have a look and see. We have this one. Okay, let's look at these cards before we draw your tarot cards. You have deeper insights are at hand. Trust your angels. Ooh, step into the spotlight. Ooh, look at this. Angel of communication. There's something better. Okay, right, my beautiful souls. I think this might be a no to something, actually, because there's something better. Let go of expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a plan. Deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good. Your dreams are good. What you desire is right. But the details need work. Reflect before moving forwards. I do actually think whatever you are asking about, whatever situation, whatever circumstance, whether it's your environment, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a project, friendship, person, whatever it may be, I actually think that the current circumstance or situation or relationship that you're asking about is holding you back. And you may have thought it would really work for you, and I'm so sorry if it's not. Forgive and release everyone. Prepare for soul healing. If there's anything around you that's felt toxic for some of you, for some of you it perhaps hasn't been so toxic. For others it has. This repels negativity. There's been something that you thought would be, I think you thought it would be you know, a big part of the way your world was moving forwards. And actually it's not. It's not ideal for you. It's not going to fulfill, it's not going to support you in stepping up into the spotlight. It's not going to support you in being the best you can be. There's not the visibility. You're going to shine, you're going to sparkle. And this circumstance or situation, I just feel it's not with this card. It isn't the route to get to your dreams. So it isn't the one or the job or the person or the location or the car or the house or whatever it might be, the friends, the group, the course, whatever. There's something that's not right for you. Okay, let's draw your tarot cards, see if we can get more information. I mean, to be fair, if you were asking, should I leave this, then it would be a yes, you should leave it. But if you're, you know, the yes, no, if you're sort of asking, is this right for me or is this person right for me, then I think it would be a no. I am sorry, because it's sort of sad. Interesting, I can hear in the distance like an emergency services vehicle on the road. It's very brief, but I just heard it in the background there. I don't know if the microphone picked it up. Yeah, there could even have been a bit of an emergency. Let's see, I feel like I'm very deliberately looking at your cards here. Maybe you very deliberately need to look at this scenario. And I'm seeing this one too. Okay. Let's have a look at your tarot cards. Pile 3, the Emperor. Okay, you do need to take charge of this actually and activate your right to choose. Okay. Now we then have King of Ariel, which is someone who's very successful. Oh, now I hear the emergency. Wow, your plans are working out very well. Okay, using resources wisely. This is about financial planning, but I mean, in a way, this is about planning. I wonder if something with the emergency siren going on in the background has unexpectedly not worked, or if you're in a situation where you feel like you're working overtime and you're always firefighting and you never quite get on top of things. I think it might be your ideas, your dreams are good, but there would be a different way or a different route or a different team to work with. We have Page of Raphael, gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted, a new emotional situation. Okay, social invitations, new emotional things. And then, I think something is coming along that is better. Knight of Gabriel, confident, enthusiastic, time to take action. We have the Sun, gosh, which is all about thriving. I think you are a very bright and beautiful being. You know, you're a light being. You've come here to do stuff, to do amazing stuff. And there's something that you're asking about would hold you back, or there might be somebody who's a bit of an energy drain, could even be someone who's a financial drain. But you have come here to shine. And you need people around you. We have the Lovers. Yeah, make choices from your heart. Deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. You need someone and people generally around you who can really, really, really support you and back you up to be the best you can be. You don't need people who are going to be drawn to you because of your light, drawn to you because of your amazingness, drawn to you because of your success. I mean, wow. King of Ariel, the Emperor. You know, the Sun. I mean, these are big cards. It's not helpful for you to be drawn to people who, or for you to keep people in your world who are drawn to you because of your light, your vibrancy, your success, your amazingness, but they're not coming to back you and support you. They're coming because they want to bask in your light. They're coming because they want to, ride in success, but they don't necessarily want to do the work. Now we have the card of Lovers, which is principally a card of choice. It's also about what I would call maturity of choice. When we need to make a decision about, something that's really right for us, or someone that's really right for us. I do see new beginnings coming here. Let's see what else we have. We have the Page of Michael. Truthful, perceptive, analytic, blunt, an exciting new challenge. We've got the High Priestess. We have the World. Okay, and then we have Seven of Michael again. I say again. It's not actually again, but we've got Archangel Michael again saying there is a better course of action available to you. Okay, which we've got here. Trust your angels, your dreams will come true, but your perception of how is different. Okay. So, I think your reading is saying, my beautiful pile 3, that you need to take action. It's a definite saying no to something or someone that is currently with you, holding you back, not really supporting you. Just not even, maybe not even communicating with you. You are amazing. You need someone who can really support you and back you 100%. We have the World card, a very happy ending. Spiritual growth and insight coming full circle. There's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. I think with the Seven of Michael, you really are being asked to evaluate and look at your situation and really, really listen to kind of what is working and what isn't. How many times do you go back? And, it's like if somebody does something and they say sorry, and then they do it again. And they say sorry, and they do it again, and they say sorry, and they do it again. And I'm not trying to judge someone, but, if someone is very entrenched and stuck in their ways, it may be that you are just not the right person for them, because your world is escalating. Your world is growing. You're going to be in the spotlight. You're going to be visible. And you need people and circumstances around you that support you 100% in stepping up and being able to, not just tick over or survive. You need people who can support you to thrive. You need people who are behind you, really, really, really behind you. That's what you need. So, don't cling to it. Forgive and release everyone. Prepare for soul healing. Repel the negativity, but step up into your own potential, your own success. Indeed, with the Lovers card, perhaps there is another relationship. If this is a relationship you're ending, perhaps there's another relationship just around the corner. If this is like a friendship, there could be a new friend just around the corner. If this is a working alliance, there could be a new business partner just around the corner. But there is something for you to step up into, absolutely unquestionably. Okay. Yeah, look at this. We have the Ace of Swords. This is really asking you to take decisive action. And you have the Sun again. And the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is amazing. She's creative. She's capable. She's able to transform things. In many ways, she's a master manifester. But she's a master manifester through really listening to what's actually going on, because she has that feminine energy of the Queen. And yet she's got that spark, that creativity, that ability to see solutions, to carry something forward. And also with the Queen of Wands as well, I always feel it's like embracing the lioness. If if you approach a lioness with cubs, you're going to know it. And, you know, it's like there's a protective energy. You know, a lioness, if she's walking, you know, along in the, you know, where, I don't know, across the plains or something, you know, she's not going to sort of suddenly turn on you unless you know, attack her or whatever. But if she's got cubs, she will be ultra protective. And I feel actually that you need to protect your own interests here. Some of you, it's a message for some but not all. You need to protect your own interests. You need to protect your own well-being. For some of you, you need to protect your own financial interests. You certainly need to protect your energy. Definitely somebody who would hold you back. Yeah, look at this. We've got the devil. Really look at this. I think in your heart of hearts you know, but you know, actually you're a really beautiful, lovely soul. And so if someone says sorry, you'll probably go, oh, well, of course I want to believe that. Thank you. Thank you so much for apologising. But then, you know, they do it again. There's something going on here. And actually you are being invited genuinely to take action. Step up and take action. And I would venture to say with the High Priestess, wow, huge cards you're getting. High Priestess and the Chariot. I'm going to say take action sooner rather than later with the Chariot. It's interesting, isn't it? With both the Chariot and the High Priestess, we see very much black and white imagery. And I think with the High Priestess, I think the choice is actually quite black and white. If you really look at it, and you look at it logically, in the cold light of day, I think actually it's really, really clear. It's clear cut. There is a black and white choice to be made. What I think is fantastic is that something new is coming. I mean, you're just amazing. I mean, you are an energy of success. You embody the energy of success. You have vitality, you have life, you have creativity. You know, Source is backing you. You are in alignment with moving things forwards, with being of the world and in the world and visible and contributing. And this is who you are. And this situation is not serving you. You need to be really thoughtful, perceptive, analytic, and if necessary, blunt in your communications. This is what this card is. Truthful, perceptive, analytic, blunt. Communication. You may have to say really clearly, I'm really sorry, but this is not working. May I ask with pile 3, if they have said no, what might be coming in the future? Let's just get a sneaky peek. I do see these for you. Can we have a sneaky peek ahead? Okay, so we see the Six of Cups, my apologies, the Six of Swords, which is a card of moving on. This is a card where, you know, like that saying, the grass is always greener. This is a card where the grass is greener. Okay. We've got the Page of Pentacles, which is a card of fabulous promise. We have the Queen of Swords. So being, you know, really, really, we are seeing you being resolute, logical. Again, you know, sometimes she's called the Ice Queen because she's so logical. But, you know, sometimes we need to be logical because our emotions will draw us in. We have the Death card, which is about rebirth. And we have the Three of Hearts. And I'm so sorry that, you know, with the Three of Hearts, at the end of the day, you know, it's heartbreaking when something doesn't work out. But you know what? The Three of Hearts means we face it. We own our feelings and therefore we can grieve and move on. You know, until we get to the Three of Hearts energy, if we're in something that isn't working, a negative or toxic situation that's holding you back, as long as you're there, you're tangled and you're stuck and, you know, it's grim. But actually, when you own your feelings and you logically know that you need to make a choice and be really perceptive about this, say how it is, you move on, and my goodness me, because I think this really is quite a black and white choice. I'm so sorry that this happened and that you For some of you, really, really hope this would be an amazing fit, whatever it is. But there is so much more that will come to you as soon as you activate your choices, because your energy is so buoyant, you're so full of vitality, you're so alive, you're so creative. You know, what's not going to come to you? My beautiful souls, I feel like somehow this has to be closed. Prepare for soul healing, forgive and release, everyone. It's got to be closed, forgiven, and then of course your world can come back on track in a way that is really right for you. Pile 3, beautiful souls, this is your reading. I am sending you all the love in the world, and thank you so much, all of you, for subscribing, those of you that do. And if you are subscribing, don't forget to press the little bell icon. That way you should never miss a reading. I'm sending you so much love, the biggest hug ever. And thank you for commenting. This is the point in the reading where I do all my gratitudes to you. Thank you for commenting. For those of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments. Thank you to those of you who've signed up to my tarot course. Thank you so much. It's fabulous to have you on board. And beautiful souls, I'm just sending you all the love in the world. Tons of love, Pile 3.